Welcome back to the channel team. I'm Craig, a serving soldier in the British Army, and today I thought it'd be good to do a comparison of NATO and Ukraine versus Russia, military comparison, especially of what's going on in these sad and current situations. So let's get into it. Just shows how big Russia is. Look at their land mass there. It's huge. Big population. 45 trillion. Huge difference in budget. Obviously you've got 30 nations, but you can imagine if there's 1.3 trillion spent on kit and equipment, what you can buy compared to 154 billion. It's a lot of money, 1.3 trillion, isn't it? Here we go. What the hell? Russia has 6,255 nuclear weapons. Since no one should even have one, in my opinion. I've always been against nuclear weapons. Just cause too much destruction, devastation. But between 30 nations and Ukraine, 6,095, it's a lot. Russia have more, just as a nation alone, which is absolutely insane. I'm not sure how good those will be. That's 12,000 nuclear missiles just there. Still a lot as well, 7 million compared to 1 million. They've got a huge military. So we've got the upper hand. They've got a lot of trains. So you can just see how big Russia is compared to, like, obviously NATO and Ukraine. Tank-wise, armoured fighting vehicles, military personnel, reserves, they are huge if you actually think about it. They're just one nation, okay, it's just Russia going against all of this, okay. They, you know, apart from nuclear weapons, NATO and that got the upper hand, but still they're not far behind considering they're just one nation. Be a good scrap. Lots of artillery pieces. Got the upper hand there. Russian numbers are high. So are NATO's, but I'm going to question how many of these are serviceable. Their budget isn't amazing, so can you actually service these thousands and thousands of vehicles, attack helicopters, fighter jets, and be able to fuel them, and provide the ammunition and the personnel for them all? I'd have to question that. Aircraft carriers are hard to come by. Mental.
Okay, we have seen the numbers.
Here we go.
Now let's take a closer look. Starting with Ukraine, it has got the Soviet era T-84 and T-80 tanks. The NATO alliance has more modern and powerful combat tanks like the American Abrams and the European Leopard tanks. The Russian army has also around 13,000 tanks, including the advanced T-90 tanks. The Russian Air Force have less number of aircraft than the combination of NATO and Ukraine. The NATO has got the F-22 Raptors, F-35, Eurofighter Typhoon and the French Rafales in addition to a wide range of older generation fighter jets. The Russian Air Force has Su-57, Su-35, MiG-29 and MiG-31 multi-role fighter jets. Talking about navies, the combined fleet strength of NATO and Ukraine is over 2,000 warships, including 17 aircraft carriers and 13 helicopter carriers. In comparison, Russia has only one Kuznetsov-class aircraft carrier. When it comes to missile warfare though, Russia has the longest range ICBM in the world. It is also the only country that has a hypersonic missile in its arsenal. However, we should keep in mind that these comparisons are hypothetical and an actual conflict is very unlikely, which is a good...
So yeah, after that, it's Russia are absolutely huge. For one nation, you know, they've got a lot of jets, like artillery pieces and tanks they've always had a lot of, but it comes down to how are they serviceable. A lot of them, they're T-55s, etc. They're older Model T series. You know, the T-90, from what I've seen, looks like a phenomenal tank. But how many have they got? How many are serviceable? How many can they actually put forward? Is the question. got a huge amount of numbers that they can draw from. They're a huge country, massive landmass, 1,200 airports, loads of fighter jets. They, on sea, they haven't got much, but on land they could definitely put up a good scrap. Okay, they would put up a good fight, I reckon. I do wonder, out of their active personnel, what sort of kit and equipment. Okay, we're very small, but the Americans, us, Germany, etc., do have some very sophisticated equipment and well-trained personnel. So yeah, I don't think I think they'd put up a good scrap just from the amount of numbers they have. The nuclear weapons is scary with what they have. Same with their cruise missiles, etc. It was very interesting to see the comparison and how close Russia actually are to NATO and Ukraine. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know. Give us a comment below. Give us a thumbs up if you like the channel. It really helps our algorithm. Click that subscription button and I'll catch you soon.